guys like Ringe,
and
guys like Punk, you better be on point.
Punk legit has rolled that. And that was so sick when Kenny Omega, big shout out to Kenny Omega, got a video sent from CM Punk to Punk the God after his second place at EVO, the heartbreaking loss at Aikido. But Teiga, this is a Season 1 Ryu player from the Tri-State area, and no surprise, Season 1 Ryu moving on in Season 2 Akuma. That's a nice upgrade. Yeah,
he's been dabbling since the early stages of Season 2. As soon as Akuma was announced, I know there's footage of him back in even early as January playing Akuma straight out of Season 2. So he's had a lot of time to brush up. And then we have the interesting pick from Punk, Rockin' Guile.
Okay. A man of many characters at this point, right? Man of many games.
And right out the gate, Fireball War. Teiga getting the first strike, though.
But as soon as he takes to the skies, Punk meets him in the air and now has control of the fireball positioning until he runs into a fireball with the back knuckle and the crush counter, crouch fierce.
Looking at the meaty setup afterwards. Nice block from CM Punk, the God, and then the V reversal right afterwards. He's going to be using that early to neutralize this pressure. He wants to gain that estate back.
Man, this fireball usage from Teiga is quite impressive.
Oh, the jump in and the weight, no!
Wow. Yeah, and that's what using so many fireballs can happen, right? That's what will end up happening is the Punk gets the jump in, but we got the V-trigger activation off the target combo.
So much damage off the table. You saw Punk immediately go back into defense as soon as that jump in roundhouse did not go to any conversion. And a jump in from Teiga himself, getting that fireball, the meaty setup.
Full critical R tries to walk up, but Punk challenges and it confirms with the counter hit combo. Creates some space, dash up, tries for the stand throw. But Teiga is there, takes the lead. Ooh. Full critical art, EX fireball.
No way! He waited forever, backed up just a little bit, and saw the fireball. Jumping in, getting the first round on Teiga.
Yeah, my man Teiga's fireball game, it's very present, right? It's very prominent, but at the end of the day, it still opens you up to jump-ins, and that's what we saw Punk convert with.
That choice from Teiga. It could have been a cross-cut uppercut, but still not crouching strong. And the jump in, no. That Sonic Boom just recovers way too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, now in this round a little bit, Teiga's looking more to read CM or PG Punk's fireballs and just wakes up with a DP of his own. Keep this man in the corner, tries to back off and base something, but he just gets a throw instead. Counter hit.
I like the patience from Punk. He's just going to be throwing the fireballs to get Teiga guessing on defense. No anti-airs available, but the throw bait.
Yeah, caught him reaching, but not a big combo. He's a little bit too far. Nice damage. Getting the V-trigger and the combo.
You see the conversion off the counter hit fierce? He had so much time to go into whatever normal he needed.
And Punk, despite the unorthodox pick for him, right? Usually we see Karen, even we see a little bit more Nakali and
even a Cammy every now and then.
A couple other characters we expect to see him pull out first, but he pulls out the Guile. It takes home the first game.
Yeah, pretty convincing stuff. He had a little rocky start in the beginning, but every jump in he managed to find against Teiga, he took advantage of. Of course, not the first one, but every one after that was pretty much one-sided.
And when it comes to Punk, right, like any character that has strong fundamentals, he's going to excel with. I just think that's the type of player he is, right? Even in other games, he tends to pick the fireball characters or the characters with strong footsies so that he can put his skills that he already has to use.
I kind of want to see what he has in the whiff punishing department with a character like Guile afterwards. Yeah. We've seen him time and time again excel with his main Karen. With punishing every single normal there is in this game. Yeah. I kind of want to see if he can do that with Guile.
Yeah, we're going to see Teiga stick with the Akuma. I think with Guile, you know, he seems to be more concerned with playing the Fireball War and kind of trading back and forth with Teiga and using Guile's superior Fireball game to his advantage. But yeah, I'm looking for the whip punishes too. That's always a staple of Punk's game.
I like the idea forcing Punk to block already, but now the Fireball War has begun. Oh, no anti-airs present. The jumping is free for Teiga.
Level 3 backpack and no anti-airs to be found. Come on, fam.
Yeah, correct this man. Correct this man with the level. Oh my god.
Staying alive so far. Nice counter hit with the crouch strong into the corner carry combo. Meaty crouch fierce. Take that great damage.
Teiga's just firing away.
I like this adjustment from Teiga right there. I'm not sure if it was just, you know, if he would have hit with any jumping right there, but I like him using the quick light kick to give as little recovery time as possible to the Sonic Boom.
All the shots fired, no amount of frying pans can save, regardless of your level 3.
I'm sorry.
Nice block from Punk.
Punk's been so on point with the crouch jabs, the poking back, right? Teiga has to act a little bit quicker if he's hoping to get that counter hit.
Oh, the counter hit conversion off the Sobot. Very well done from Punk.
We'll eat this Sonic Boom. All tries for the throw bait.
I like
are still inside the vehicle.
Ooh, the conversion. Teiga. Oh, he dropped the combo. There's going to be a ton of damage.
Oh my god, the double crouch fierce?
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Skip to my Lu knee to the gut. One up in the second game.
Right out of the gate, Demon Flip catches the counter hit. Punk pressing a button. And the corner carry plus the damage. Early advantage for Teiga.
Yeah, I have to imagine Punk was looking for those crouch jabs again, right? This time Teiga adjusting his timing, finding the counter hit. Nice punish. Ooh.
Jumping's good again for Teiga. And the throw bait, back-to-back throws.
Oh, counter hit again. You see Punk is willing to press those crouch jabs, and Teiga has finally adjusted his timing and took advantage of it fully and puts himself on the board 1-up.
Yeah, that was the right idea from Teiga. Figuring out that Punk is willing to press those buttons and disrespect the frame traps coming from Teiga.
Yeah, a lot of the time, right, he was looking for the micro walk up into maybe some like crouch strog or something like that. This time, adjusting a little bit, just walking up that much less distance, allowing him to press the button just a few frames quicker and stuff those crouch jabs. And now I'm more interested in seeing if Punk is going to stick with that guile, because I don't think he is.
He could possibly go Kami.
Yeah, oh, Kami?
I think Kami would be a good choice against the likes of Akuma. The ground game, I feel, is just as good. The damage is explosive. But again, she does bleed.
Yeah, and he actually might stick with Guile just because he's got to be working on something with Akuma, right? Or for Akuma, I should say, after losing Evo to Dokido and something like that. It's a character you want an answer for. So I imagine if it was Guile, then he's got some faith in it. But I still think we'll see either Karen or Kami.
And at this point, you got to imagine with Punk's current standing, I honestly believe this is just practice for him. This is absolutely just practice for him. He's gatekeeping to the fullest. And look at this pick with Ken Masters.
I feel ashamed that I didn't mention his favorite character, right? This is what he claims to be his favorite character. This is the character he played in Street Fighter 4. He says if Ken was top tier, he wouldn't have any type of like multi-character crisis, right? He would only be playing Ken. So here we are, 1-up, and we have a Shoto duel.
And again, starting off with the fireball, we know that Ken's fireball isn't superior in any sense of the word, right? Ooh, okay, gets the back throw. Nice blocks from Teiga, firing right back with the fireballs.
Ooh, yeah, roundhouse. It is -4, but...
Ooh. Firing up the top two. Didn't get to confirm that. It was off of a block. Here comes Teiga.
I really like the side switch here. Put Punk in the corner. Oh, and then the counter hit with the great damage from the EX fireball. If he gets a stun, it's over. Tries for the instant overhead, but the wake up low forward actually low profiled it.
Oh, anti-air is on point with Teiga. Nice block from Punk, and then no buttons afterwards. Very smart choice. That is advantage.
Yeah, +1, and again, Ken only has a 4-frame button. Has a 3-frame light Tatsu, though.
Activation, yes, sir. Teiga just needs one touch, but then again, so does PG Punk. Oh, and the far-reaching overhead.
I feel it.
Teiga.
Round 2. Fight.
So again, all these matches are going to be 3 out of 5. Just in case you might be wondering, oh, the Tatsu coming in hot.
Yeah, gotta hit that disrespect right. Tries to get him with a stand fierce. Wanted that crush counter. Nothing doing so far. Dash back in, dash back out. Again, can't find the crush counter though.
Anti-air, yes sir. Plenty of time for him to seek that out.
Little throw breaks. No punish from Teiga there. That stand roundhouse is punishable from that distance.
Back-to-back throws. The meaties, nice V-reversal. He tried to jump out.
Fears anti-air.
About to put himself back into the corner though.
Oh, nice. Finally finds the crush counter. Doesn't convert into anything big. Just
woo.
He could have gone on the side of Teiga. Not gonna spin it just yet. Oh,
nice.
You are dead.
Teiga. That was real smooth. The little slight walk back, the delayed low forward into the confirms. That was very sick from Teiga. 2-1. Again, these are 3 out of 5. And you know, Punk in the last instance in the corner, the last hit he had was off of the stand jab counter hit. He wasn't ready to convert off of that afterward.
Yeah.
That could have been game for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Teiga kept his composure, though, just kept the pressure on. And, yeah, I feel like he did miss a couple opportunities, right, with the stand roundhouses being so close from Punk with the Ken, right, -4. He'll probably punish with the Akuma stand light kick. But whatever it may be, he's still able to take the match. And I don't know if he's going to stick with Ken now.
You know, if he does or not, this is still winner's side. You know, he's still got a lot of games to play, no matter what side of the bracket he's on. So he's willing to test out all the characters against the likes of Akuma. But we wouldn't be surprised if we see him finally showing up with Karen or Cammy.
So what do you think about his Ken?
It was a little slow.
A little slow?
It was a little slow on this one. He didn't really, oh! Well, okay.
Punk never disappoints me.
That's fine. That's fine with me, man. I'm about it. The producer's also about it. He's got the biggest smile on his face. He's like, I like this.
That's what I'm talking about. Master rank Akuma?
Round 1.
Not scared of that whatsoever. He even picked the classic costume, the nostalgia costume.
Best costume.
Best costume.
Did the character justice. I don't know what this is, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, anti-aircraft strong? We got the new stuff?
You know how we do. Oh, +1. Checks him with the stand jab.
And look at this, very punk-esque. He's walking up to his opponent, not afraid, applying that pressure on the ground.
Give the man a fireball DP and some good walk speed, and he'll show you a couple W's for sure.
Nice confirm.
Yeah. The late cancel.
And look at this pressure. Oh, finally out. Teiga, pressure of his own.
Okay, the late DP, interesting setup here. Just walk back, checks him with the low forward fireball. But again, both players not really checking the jump over. Punk does take the stand jab on the landing frame.
Oh, the conversion off the low medium kick. Hard knockdown incoming.
What's next? Oh, wake up EXDP. Both players in V-trigger at this point.
Ooh.
Gets the back throw, sets up the fireball again, dodges and sends a couple of his own. Ooh. Ooh, don't confirm. EX fireball, second one doesn't hit. Punk still with the slight lead. Nice tech throw. Are we gonna see an overhead?
Oh
no,
my God.
The dive kick catches him flinching.
He caught him trying to grab. He thought he was gonna land in time. Teiga slipping. Oh, no punish whatsoever. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well,
see, that's what happens when you're a World Warrior. You know, everybody has access to your PS4. You know, this happens. This definitely happens.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to start over. They are still playing it out.
Not. Yeah.
It's going to be Teiga versus Punk still. For those of you just tuning in, you know, slight hiccups, but, you know, these things happen in the online circuits.
Yeah, it just ends up happening, you know. Punk was looking good with that Akuma, right? I think it just goes back to how fundamentally sound he is as a player.
Right.
You know, in Injustice, we see him playing Black Adam, a very footsie-based character.
Sure.
In Marvel, he plays big button characters as well. You know, it's really
he plays
just
really cheap in Marvel. By the way,
he does, yeah, and he plays cheap characters in every game, right? That goes back to him saying that if Ken was really good, he wouldn't be playing any other characters. But because he feels like his favorite character is not that good, he's playing the characters that allow him to showcase his skill set the best, right? Karen, one of the best footsie characters in the game. I think Cammy also allows him to show off good whiff punishing. He likes those fast walk speed characters.
That's exactly it. Yeah,
you know?
That's mainly the common denominator for Punk's character choices. Good buttons, good walk speed. That's exactly how he wants to apply pressure on the ground, right? You saw instantly out the gate, as soon as he picked Akuma, this first strategy was just walk up. And he kind of does that with Karen, too. He'll walk up and stand short and just bully you into the corner. He got Teiga into the corner almost instantly. Yeah,
it's crazy how effective he is when he has a character that can just cover space by walking, right?
It's so scary.
Yeah.
And he's got a fireball, and he's an air fireball. I mean, he can cover a lot of ground game, especially with the likes of, I would say, Akuma and Cammy. They also have really great anti-air capabilities, too.
Yeah, and, like, both of these guys, right, or, I mean, when it comes to Punk and it comes to, like, the top-level players, Punk, Sonic, Fox, Knuckle, dude, these guys are playing a lot. And a lot of them have multiple characters in their pocket, not only to bust out for tournament, but so they can really learn the intricacies and learn the matchups, learn different weaknesses that players that might not play the character see. So.
What's interesting to see, though, is with Punk, his counter picks still have the same kind of core values to their character, right? Yeah, same kind of archetype throughout the specific choice, those specific choices.
Yeah,
which is interesting to me. He makes them all work. I think the most unorthodox one for his playstyle has to be Guile.
Yeah, I
The
can
walk
see that.
speed's decent. The range, the buttons are pretty good.
I like the point you bring up, right? Because a lot of the time we think of counter picks as something that we need to pick a character that does what our current character doesn't do, right?
Yes.
Like when it comes to Punk, like all his characters kind of do similar things, right? Like you said. So it's just interesting that he still values how good he is at whiff punishing, how good his fundamentals are, over something that may be like just a heavier favored matchup for a certain character, right?
Yeah.
Like for Knuckle Dew, we see Guile and then we see Birdie, right? Like he's been picking Birdie to compete with Punk's Karen, right? Just so he has something that's a little bit stronger on the ground with a little bit more dangerous footsies.
And he does have R. Mika as a pocket character as well to cover any other matchups that may come across his way where Guile wouldn't excel at, right?
Yeah.
Which kind of still kind of dumbfounds me because I feel like Guile could take on the whole roster, like just fine. But certain matchups, he'll pull out that R. Mika.
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, having those different archetypes for a character like Knuckle Dew is more well-rounded, but with Punk, him being able to make it work with all the same characters, the same kind of characters, is pretty impressive.
Yeah, he just finds the little things that are different about the characters and make sure to use those tools more than he would when he doesn't have access to them with a Karen, with a Cammy, right?
Yeah.
So even then, we saw him make good use of the V-Trigger fireballs, the V-Trigger activations, just the EX, right? He tried like an EX DP into the V-Trigger setup with the fireballs. We ended up seeing him getting a back throw, right? Very low block stun on the fireball. Wasn't really expecting the back throw. Got his opponent into the corner situation because of that. So yeah, that was good stuff.
Okay, well,
Okay.
Just to kind of reiterate what happened, slight hiccup, but they are going to be replaying that match from where they started. I don't know if there was if there's going to be a first round going to Teiga or not. Are they going to be playing it straight up, like out the gate, refreshed?
Well, we're going to find out. It seems that way. And yeah, Punk is sticking with the Akuma, of course. He's going to replay the matchup. The nostalgia outfit is back for everyone's glorious pleasure.
You know, this is totally off topic. I'm still thinking about F-Champ versus CM Fox. I've literally been thinking about it all week. All right, we'll talk about that later. CM Punk the God versus Teiga. Here we go.
1-2, yes, in
Ooh.
the outdoor battle arena.
Oh, the Beastal parry.
The fireball in his face. Punk, let it be known he has the read early, and that built a lot of V-meter on top of everything else. On top of the mind games. Ooh,
Again.
He's filled. Remember, he's gotten even an extra game at this point of Teiga's fireball tendencies, and looking to be paying off. Catches him reaching in the stun.
This should be a dead Teiga.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Akuma did get a 25 health buff, but that still makes him on the very lowest end of the cast, and we saw it there.
And he still had like 3 extra hits coming inbound. Oh, the corner kill. Good choice, too.
I'll say pressure right there. Oh, he's moving forward. And throws it all the way into another Tatsu.
Oh, the other side caught strong. That's going to be a stun. It's going to be close to dead, but not quite. Oh, the mix-up. I like that a lot.
Oh, my goodness. These are the type of adjustments Punk will make, though, right?
Oh, that's a dead Teiga right there, yeah.
So we saw in the previous game, Teiga and Punk started trading jump out of the corners, right? They both jump out over and over, and this time Punk immediately aware that Teiga's going to go to that strategy and punishes it with a crouch strong. Great stuff and a very fast match for Punk.
Did you see my man's title? Aegis Reflector. Come on, man.
He's got a Urian too.
He does have a Urian too.
He's got a Urian too.
I've seen him use that against the likes of No Respect in a mirror match, and that was pretty funny to watch. But his Urian's okay. His Urian is just okay.
These guys like Punk and stuff like that, they like to pick your own character and beat you with it. It sends a message, right? They're playing beyond just the in-game skill. They're playing the mind games. They're playing the mental game. And yeah, I mean, it's 2-2, and that was a dominating match from Punk. You know what I mean?
That was all Punk. Yeah, right out the gate, he knew Teiga's fireball tendencies and what he wanted to do after certain instances. He was looking for how Teiga reacted after the initial V-skill parry into the punches, right? Teiga threw another fireball immediately afterwards.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about Punk, right? Is that he's not only sending a message that my footsies are superior to your like character expertise, but he's even showing that he's using a character's tools better than the Master Ring Akuma himself. We'll see if Teiga can bounce back and send Punk to losers in this mirror match.
I feel like we're taking so much away from Teiga. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good read off the fireball in the neutral. Oh, that was ambiguous. Good blocks from PG Punk. Other side, good anticipation for the throw.
Oh, and the whiff punish. He gets in with the throw loops now. Oh, and got him reaching that time. Punk tries to get him again. He's just going to build that gray life. Blocks the V reversal as well. Counter hit, but the pushback doesn't allow the medium kick to combo.
Okay, trying to regain momentum. Oh, no!
Long distance. Rolls into the target combo. Doesn't get the second hit of the DP. It's a missed out damage from Punk. Jumps out of the fireball attempt. Doesn't have too much of the V-trigger left, but that's going to be it.
That it? Yeah, that is definitely it. Good anti-airs from PG Punk. Teiga tried to do the same earlier when Punk jumped out, missed the Dragon Punch completely, and that's where it went downhill for him. Oh, that's going to be a punish? Solid punish.
She didn't spin the meter even. He wants as much damage as possible. See Punk pressing the big buttons. Has Teiga scared to approach forward so far.
Nice anti-air. Still on point with PG Punk.
Oh, decent trade for Teiga. I was going to say nice, but didn't seem that much in his favor.
Oh, the conversion off the low medium kick. Not enough damage. Not as much damage as he'd like. Ooh, same side.
Oh, drops the combo. A lot of great life on the side of Punk, though. He's going to activate the V-trigger, give himself a chance, but a great anti-air back fierce on the side of Teiga, and the confirm into the Demon Flip Palm.
Yeah, this is the last match between these two individuals. It's been neck and neck so far.
Starts off with an EA's fireball, tries to get a read on Teiga, but not going to happen. Nah, he's confirmed just straight into the fireball. It was too far for anything else.
Yeah, and I like the change up from Teiga in his approach. He's opting to go for the air fireballs and then switching it up with the
the light kick into the walk back. Throw beat from Punk. Nice counter hit again, just confirming into the fireball, taking the damage where he can. Now the confirm. Tatsu tries to side switch, but the wake up crouch medium punch catches the landing frames.
The jump in is good. That's going to be a ton of damage into critical art. Is this going to be enough?
No.
Just a little bit more.
V-trigger up for Punk now. Tries to throw him back into the corner. But Teiga was prepared with a great tech throw and an even better DP on the V-trigger air fireball.
Way to stick it out, Teiga. Taking it over PG Punk, sending